Welcome to Eve. I'm Major Freak, and this is going to be obviously a really short video. I should do these videos more often. This is Jaspet. We're going to be looking into the practicality of mining Jaspet in low sec. So I'm in low sec. I've within 10 kilometers of a cluster of Jaspet. There's obviously different ores in there, but there are some Jaspet ores in a cluster, and there's two clusters and they're pretty close together. The max mining range of a boosted prospect is 18 kilometers, and I've got a lot of, I tend to warp core stab my prospects, my expedition frigates, so I need to get sensor boosters and see how much I might even need an information burst for that to get it boosted. Now, if I can get 18 clicks targeting range, because warp core stabs affect targeting range, if I can get 18 clicks, that's going to be perfect, and I can get outliers like this one and this one. I found if I go in the middle, that's 17 between each of them. Now, other asteroid belts do not look like that. Most of the time they'll look like this, and other times they'll be more like really symmetrical, should I say. You'll find a lot of symmetricals. You'll find some that have a few outliers but not really clustered, and then you'll have the super clustered ones. And I flew my scout to one of the outliers, and I've got the other one, and it's 34 clicks, so that's 17. So I'll go 17, whoops, 17, there we go, perfect, kind of, I hope. Did I? Nope, totally screwed it up. Nope. Getting this perfect is... There we go. I think I've got it now. Okay, so... that one. Kilometers, alright. Picky. So I've got Jaspet all around here. I've got all the asteroids but Jaspet removed from the scout. So he's within 17 of a whole heck of a lot of them. And he's directly in between these two. That's close, and what I'll do is I'll make a bookmark for that spot. Right there. And a 9-1 Jaspet. And I'll need to make a new one. Right here. There. Alright. Yeah, and that's directly in the middle of a whole cluster of Jaspet. And that's what I look for. And I go after Jaspet because it is so darn nice. It compresses a lot. That's because the refining volume is less than the ore by a lot. There. And they're roughly the same. They're 25 times less volume compressed is 25 less times less volume than if you refined into minerals. So all standard ores, they refine into less volume minerals, and then if you compress it, the ore, it'll be 25 times less than the volume than if you'd refined it. So yeah. So that's that. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to get bookmarks for all the best clusters of low-sec Jaspet I can find in the area I can get to. Find a bunch of systems and scan the ore. And it's a porpoise. A boost won't help. I've tried. But a porpoise with a ore scanner tech 2 has 164 kilometer range of survey scanning. So I'll be able to, if I get right on the bookmark, get a scan, I can then get a record of where the best roids are, how big they are, and I'll get the sizes too on the overview. And I'll take a screenshot of that, and then I will mine all Jaspet, and hopefully they'll appear in the same spots. That's a hope I have. But as long as they're clustered like that, then they'll most likely appear right back in those, if it's random, appear back in those clusters. So hopefully by managing a belt, by not mining anything else outside those, well, I could, even if it could, I could, no, it wouldn't. Anyway, so there's a lot of thinking going on here. Sorry. So what I want to do is farm, or should I say shepherd, Jaspet. And I'm hoping that they respawn in the exact same spot, in the exact same volume, like say an ice field where it respawns exactly the same. I don't think I can count on it being that predictable, but it might be. They might have fixed the composition and disposition at release, and it could be embedded somewhere in spaghetti code they can't screw with. I'm going to hope that's true, and I'm going to test it. And yeah, hopefully I can benefit by finding a compression service inside LOSEC somewhere, collect all my Jaspet there, compress it, and then haul it to market. And the less time hauling, and the more I can haul, means the more time I can mine. And of course that means more profit. So that would obviously, as you can see, enormously increase the profit when I take it to market. So cutting down the time I need to, and if I can press it small enough, I can go in viters, blockade runners. So going to market in blockade runners seems a lot more attractive than, well, taking Feldspar, which is more lucrative, as you can see, than Jaspet, but not by much. And it is, I don't do math very well, but if we bring up the calculator, we go. I'm probably doing it completely wrong. I suck at math. But it's 20 times more voluminous to haul Feldspar than it is. I can haul 20 times the amount, as you can see, 20 times the value for the same volume. So it's smart to do Jaspet. I mean, I think it will be well worth the time. doing it this way. There are alternatives. Say if you went out and, stole some Zenitime, you'd be making, hand over fist, but you can't compress this. That's the thing. So yes, you could mine it, but what are you going to do once you've mined it? I'm fairly sure find ratio might be small, and I'll have to work those up. And I can do that easy enough. Heck, I can do it right now. Zenotime. Where is it? Come on, Zenotime. I'm not seeing it. Yearbyte. Zenotime. There it is. Okay, so if I went and stole some bountiful Zenotime, I would get... I don't know how voluminous that is. I'll have to test it out. But anyways, yeah, I mean, we're talking, is it worthwhile refining and then hauling? I'm pretty sure you probably trash these two things. I don't know. How much are they? How much is vanadium? Vanadium is... it's not bad. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see what's worth. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, that was a tangent. But yeah, there are definitely alternatives to this. This is just a fun thing. I love mining in low sec, and this is not really stealing. This is just having fun, and it won't alert anybody to what you're doing because they have mining logs, and you can have fun doing this. Yeah, it's all about fun and doing something cool, like compress stuff. That would be fun, hauling it as an ore. That'd be fun. But of course, I'd probably want to haul it to my refining station and then deal with it. Because it's still pretty good refined ratio in volume once you get the minerals. I've got really good skills, and I've got a low sec Athenor with a rig I can use to refine things. So yeah, it's fun. How much is the Jaspet? It is pretty darn close to the prices you'd get for refining at, that site I just talked about, and hauling it to the best markets. This is Vegeta prices for compressed. So that looks damn good. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, looks really good. Yeah, and hopefully at some point in the near future, once they stop nerfing everything, I'll be able to show you the value of mining Jaspet. Okay?